Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608. Today I am playing Starmade, and this is it. This is episode 608. I know, it's amazing we've got this far. Anyway, I'm king of the world on top of a ironclad. It's a Mark IV, so it's an old one. Hasn't even been refitted for new power, and that's one thing I didn't get to do in this series. I guess I got to, I just didn't. I didn't refit the ironclad to a new power. This was the only ship I was going to refit. Anyway, you'll also notice I'm orbiting a planet. I'm not really orbiting, I'm just kind of parked outside of a planet. And it's a purple planet. Why are you parked outside a purple planet? Well, because I thought it'd be fitting to end the series where it began. On a purple planet. If you remember way back in episode 1, I was on a purple planet. And I threw away all my gear, except, well, all the starting blocks. And I showed you way back then how to get off a planet. And I've done that a few times since. With no starting blocks. Well, other than your pistol, and I believe I had to buy a flashlight because they weren't standard at that point. In fact, you might have to buy them now. I'm not real sure. I don't know if you have to buy flashlights now starting out. But anyway, I started out on a purple planet. I was just kind of rambling like I am now, telling about my experience in Starmade and looking at these ores and saying, oh, what's this one? Zircaner, and thinking, oh, I'm going to need that for something. And I don't remember if I had the discussion about yoles or not, but whether it's a yole or a Y-hole, I'm in the yole camp, by the way. And then it was interesting because I did 6 episodes. I got off the planet. I think I got off the planet. I'm not sure now. Yes, I did. I got off the planet and started the little miner. But something happened. I guess life got in the way, and I didn't make episode 7 for a long time. So I posted those first few episodes. I think it was like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday type schedule I had on those first 6 episodes, so they went over for like 2 weeks. And I didn't record episode 7 for a long time. And then one day I just said, I'm gonna do this. So I booted up OBS, and I still use OBS, by the way, those of you just wondering. Booted up OBS and recorded episode 7. Oh no, I did a little backstory type deal, little RP on it. I made a crashed escape pod and set myself down on an ice planet. And episode 7. So if you've ever wondered why my numbering is strange, why Mondays is the 0 episodes, like episode 9 is on Friday and episode 10 is on Monday, and why this 608 is on a Thursday, it's because of that time discrepancy, because I posted 7 on a Monday and just threw my all my timing off, or my episode numbering off, and I never corrected it. In fact, a fun fact. That's a bit redundant and superfluous. Anyway, this is not truly the 608th episode. Or not, well, it's not truly the 608th Starmade video I put up to the public. There are at least 610 Starmade episodes I've put up. They were miniature episodes, though. It was I know I did 2.5 episodes. One of them was me trapped in space. I'd bugged out between sectors on the Star Squadron server, and I was just kind of trapped like a bazillion kilometers from any, or I guess it was meters, from any sector. Right now I'm, 3,886 meters from... Well, that's not the sector, that's the station. But anyway, I was a bazillion meters from everywhere. So in a secondary episode, a 0.5 episode, I I sang Daisy Bell. Daisy, Daisy, you know that. Then another one was an addendum to something, and I corrected a mistake I'd made. I didn't do that very often, though. And I have one on my Discord. If you search through the Starmade channel, the Discord link's in the description, for a recent Lost episode. It was one I was going to do about... I forget what it was even about. Oh, painting a battleship. Adding color to a battleship I've been working on. Except, the dev build for the weapons update came out, so I scrapped that one and recorded a new one. So I posted it unlisted, and if you want to see it, it's somewhere in the Discord. I'll have to play hide and seek for it, I guess. Then there's actually an entire week of me recording, filming hallways, making of hallways. That never got released. In fact, I don't even know what I did with the originals. It was really boring. I was making T's and four-way corners for templates in slightly different colors. I was doing that because I was waiting for the power update to come, to drop, though, the dev build for it, because I went straight into the dev build. And I didn't have a good timetable, so I recorded a week of fooling around with the hallway when it came, so those were lost to time. I might find them one day and post them anyway. Probably not, don't hold your breath. But I've had fun with this series. Now, truth be told, I did get a little discouraged here recently with all the apocalypse and all that. But I'm in it for the Starmade, not necessarily for the ad revenue. So I was a little discouraged seeing all the progress I'd made on the YouTube platform just kind of be swept aside, but didn't stop me. We survived it, more or less. And we made it all the way to episode 608. Now I'm going to be sad to see this series go. There's some series I wasn't sad to see go, like Chroma Rangers. I played that for a while, and I think with 24 episodes I got like 2 views. And I wasn't having fun playing it after a while, so that one just kind of died. Never looked back. But Starmade, yeah, I'm sad to see this series end. Anyway, let's see, what's something else? Oh, the Star Squadron. That's something else that memorable happened in my time. In fact, not many people know this, but it was one of my personal goals when I started. I said, you know what? I would like to be noticed by the Star Squadron, because that's how I relearned Starmade, because I actually bought Starmade way back when. And back when we had the funky textures and the disk planets. I love the disk planets. Back when we mined glass. There was no creative mode. There were no tetras and heptas. You had corners and wedges, from what I understand. I don't even remember what version it was when I first got Starmade. I said, you know, I think this game has potential. So I sat it down because I wanted to play it, but it wasn't quite where I wanted it quite yet, because I couldn't do much. But I sat it down, and I picked it back up later. I think it was right before Rails were released when I really picked up Starmade again. And I watched this feller, Nathan Sandbox, well, it was Redstone Nightmare at the time, and his friend, Jace Machine, and I watched them, and I relearned how to play, well, actually learned how to play Starmade, with all the stuff that had been added since, and then relearned what I'd forgotten. And I watched this guy named Lynn's Cap, and Evil Giraffe with her coolest, I still think it's the coolest ship in all of Starmade, the Octowaffy. I watched them, I said, you know what, I think it would be neat to just get noticed by them. So, that was one of my personal goals. I'd never told anyone. It was just something in the side of my mind. I thought, nah, they'd never even find me on YouTube. So, but it was much to my surprise, it was like a week after I had finished building the Ironclad, the ship in orbit. Well, the first version of it. Actually, it's a derelict ship. It's on the other side of the planet. Oh no, it's up there. Just can't see it. Has it split in half? Or do I have turrets on it? It doesn't matter. Anyway, that was one of my goals, and it was about a week after building the ironclad, and that went on forever. I got a comment on my videos from Jace Machine. And we entered in conversation. He invited me to join the Star Squadron. And that was, I just wanted to be recognized by him, but then I joined, and it was great. And I had a good time with the Star Squadron. Still have a good time with the Star Squadron. Even though we're on hiatus as a Starmade group. But we all still talk and all that. But that was just a personal goal, and I was surprised when I was accepted into the group. I never advertised it or said, oh, I want to join. It was just, if they find me, they find me. If they don't, they don't. Although Linscap was the first one I had contact with, because I was working on a mining ship. Actually, it was the Ice Queen 4. And I said, you know what, I would like a cargo pod on it so I can mine and load the ore into the cargo pod. Because I think we'd just gotten the ability to push and pull things across docked entities. I think that was something that just happened. So I was experimenting with a pod. At the same time, Linscap was developing his pod miners. So we were working on them independently. And he left a comment on one of my videos saying, oh, try this dimension for your pod. That's what I've been using. So I said, okay. Because I was using like a 5 by 3 by something, and it was... And anyway, so I said, alright. So I adopted Linscap's pod for mine, and I think we were starting to work on them about the same time. So I kind of abandoned them because I think it's easier just to empty a cargo hold. So that's why my cargo pods are the same size, even though I don't use his docking system. I stick in USD on it. He has intricate points because he still work with his different ships and whatnot, but I just slap a USD on it. Or USD compatible docking unit. I also put thrusters on my cargo pod, so I don't need a forklift or a tug or anything to move them about. Oh, and I guess I can't really end the episode without talking about Curso. That was one of my favorite yet most hated memories. That stinking planet. I think that thing really was cursed. It was Zaktar who named it, because he would work on it and things would just break and go weird. And I know planets in Starmade are questionable in the first part, but Curso, there was just something special about Curso. It was, we think it truly was cursed. Because horrible things would happen to us on our ships on Curso. Recording software would go funny. It was bad. But I'll always remember those times fondly. The battles that were fought and lost in the skies of Curso. In fact, I think in year 3 of the Star Squadron server, I think I lost the most ships. Because I stuck them around Curso, and Captain Anthros would come and clean them up. And I'd stick more around, and I think I ended up losing like 6 ironclads or something like that. But that was the whole purpose of me putting them there, was hoping somebody would come and create drama and destroy them all. So, I would like to say that no, the feud I had with Captain Anthros, that was all fabricated. He's a good guy, and we enjoy going back and forth, and we probably still will in the future as well. But that was all fabricated. Well, those were some of my favorite memories of that season. Was the conflict between he and I about him killing my ironclads in cold blood. Another one I liked was Jace Machine got infected in Curso, and we had to get rid of his clone. I don't remember what episode that was, or if that was just on his channel. It may have been just on his channel. But anyway, I go look that one up. It's probably in the sub 300s if it's on mine. But I really enjoyed that series. In the end, I built a special Jace machine execution chamber, and I think I even have a behind the scenes on that one as well. I really enjoyed that episode. That was a good one. Anyway. No, I've changed my skin, I think. Did I still use the same skin? Nope, I'm in a business suit now. I was in like a Napoleon-inspired battle uniform then. Oh, no. Oh, the Forge. I guess I can't really end it without talking about the Forge either. Forge was my big factory. Well, my bigger factory. My biggest factory was the super factory. But I just spent time building blocks that made, or factories that made every variation, because this is back before multi-blocks. So I had a factory that was set up to automatically make hull and hull wedges, and they were in proper ratios, and did all this and made every block of every color of every type. So it had standard and advanced and hull with each shape and every color, and it was all color coded and pretty and special. Then, as I loaded it onto the server to use, that's when the multi-block came in, the update. That was a nightmare. No, I had not loaded onto the server. I had just finished building it. I remember that fondly. Well, maybe not so fondly. But it just rendered all that work irrelevant. Ah. But that's the way it goes with Starmade. In fact, as we say goodbye, I'm going to leave you with the philosophy I've been playing with, and it's kept me sane and kept me from burning out in Starmade. Don't expect anything you do to last more than 3 months. I forgot where I read that, but somebody gave that advice and said, for an alpha game, I think that's it. So I don't expect anything I do to last for more than 3 months. The Ironclad, I don't expect that to last for 3 months. In fact, and once I refit it, I expect I'll have to refit it in 3 months. Your hull that you built, your favorite ship, don't expect it. Don't get too attached, because it probably isn't going to last more than 3 months in this game. And if you go in knowing that, it's easier when the change comes and things get broken and obsolete. Just don't expect it to last more than 3 months. That's probably my best advice for Starmade. And keep on and enjoy yourself. If you aren't having fun, then don't bother. But if you are having fun, keep at it. I guess those are my words of wisdom, not particularly wise. But anywho, I have been JW608. This has been JW608 Plays Starmade. And I bid thee adieu.